This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
This episode of the History of Bad Ideas is sponsored by the Cincinnati Comic Expo. If you missed the Cincinnati Comic Expo in 2016, it will be returning to the Duke Energy Center in Cincinnati, Ohio in 2017, September 22nd through the 24th. Want to know what you missed out on? Go to the Cincinnati Comic Expo Facebook page, and they have all their panels with Stan Lee, John Barrowman, and many, many others. Also want to know what else you're missing out on? Check out History of Bad Ideas podcast number 143, as we have sit-down interviews with several of the guests at the Cincinnati Comic Expo. Again, September 22nd through the 24th of 2017. Get your tickets at the beginning of the year.
It's about comic books and movies. Growing up with Rokusuki. Superman before Zack Snyder ruined him. Man, that sucked. Michael Keaton was the best Batman, while Christian Bale was just deadpan. No one remembers the other ones. Princess Leia in bikinis and Transformer Lamborghinis.
Hell yeah.
Please don't let Shia LaBeouf ever act again.
Please, God, no.
Remembering tales from the crypt, back when Michael Bay wrote good scripts.
He wrote scripts.
All right here is no mystery, 'cause it's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas.
Podcast.
Oh, welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 159. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff. I'm Blake.
And with us, special guest this week, episode 159 guest from Passerby's Podcast and voiceover artist, Matthew McDonald.
No.
What's up?
Told you I was going to miss it. Fuck it up. Welcome, Matthew. It's great to have you on.
It's awesome to be on.
We were very excited about this. We've been talking about this, and Blake requested you specifically a couple months ago. So with all of our recordings at Christmas time, this was the first time we could get you on here. So thank you.
I tried to veto it because I thought we should ban you from this.
I think we should just ban guest spots altogether.
It's probably a good idea.
Yeah, now there's a lot of inside jokes going on for everybody that's tuning in. Matthew and I, well, Matthew's got a long-running joke of replying to the Battle Creek, Michigan, what's the newspaper?
It's the Inquirer. It's the newspaper, and they ran what it started as was they ran an article about building the wall or deporting Muslims or something, and then everybody was like, oh, well, we need to ban illegal immigrants and ban Muslims, and then I'm like, you know what, we should just ban everything.
Yes.
And that's what I've been doing ever since. Every single article they post, I say we should ban like some element of that article.
Yes, and what's pretty funny is that I started writing his coattails a couple times, just because it was for fun, because he kept popping up in my Facebook feed. And then what made it even funnier is the fact that a lot of people don't understand, his, we can quote unquote social Facebook activism. And the fact he's using sarcasm and humor basically to make fun of everybody that goes into immediate, we need to ban this mode, or we need to ban this or that. And what I found pretty enjoyable and funny, and especially the people at the Battle Creek Inquirer probably have you posted up on their wall several times throughout the cubicles. I'm sure it's got to be by this point in time. Waiting for Matt's, what's he going to ban in regards to every single article title. So he started, showing up in the feeds, and I started hopping on, kind of tailcoating a little bit. And the best part is people that don't get your sense of humor or sarcasm in regards to what you're actually trying to get across, and people that actually get offended.
Oh, yeah, I had one, let me pull it up, just got replied to, like, as we were talking. It was, oh yeah, they were talking about Planned Parenthood, and I said we need to ban Planned Parenthood.
Oh no! And I saw your wife's response already.
She says I went too far, and I said, okay, guys, I'm sorry, I can't play anymore. My wife says I'm a meanie.
Yes, and
that's why you need to ban wives.
That's right.
Well, then somebody got my vasectomy through them, saved me $600, and I go, and then I corrected the spelling on vasectomy, and I said, those are banned too.
Keep having kids, everyone.
Yeah, so kind of birds with a feather flocking and together, same sense of sarcastic humor, and I like the fact of, rather than just being a total jerk and telling people, what's up, using sense of humor and try and get your points across. And every once in a while, you actually get other people that actually get what you're doing.
I don't get you.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So they actually
awesome.
Understand, and then they'll start coattailing onto, his funny band everything's and
I think you have also requested to ban Hobie a couple times too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, appreciate that.
Dev has jumped on that wagon too.
Dev from Snake Oil was just upset, along with a few others, because Gotham won a floppy again, and I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree that.
Hashtag I'm with Dev.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with Dev too on this one.
Well, we just need to ban Gotham then.
Maybe the ratings.
I proposed that on the floppy episode.
Maybe we should ban floppies.
Well, Matthew, tell us what Passerby's podcast is about.
Yeah, tell us what Stick Figures with Funny Hats is all about.
So Stick Figures with Funny Hats is a podcast where I have real people come on and tell real stories. Like, anybody can make up a fake story, but I like curating stories from real life. And it happened when I was listening to This American Life for like the 9 millionth time, and I said, you know what? These are like celebrities and special people, and this is like an editorial version of like real stories. I want to hear from real people. So I've started collecting stories from podcasters from, I had, thanks to you guys, I had Jonathan Lipnicki on. I've had comic book creators and everybody else on, and hopefully I'll get a couple of you guys on soon telling your real life stories. And, through that, it helps other people connect in a way deeper than just, passing them by and not like paying attention.
Cause you just had a recent episode with Tony and Jeannie from Salty Language podcast, yep. And they actually talked about how they fell in love and, how they got together, their high school romance. I think it involved a lot of alcohol.
No, not in high school. They're too young to drink.
That's right. Legally.
Nobody does that.
So it is nice. I mean, you do get a whole different aspect from people, a different element of it. You don't just get, Crazy Blake. You don't get, Cranky Jeff if they came on. Me, you would get a lot of impersonations because that's the real me.
Oh yeah, and that's totally cool too. Is that like eventually you'll get the guys on that do shows, and then they drop the show for a little bit and just talk, and that's the coolest part.
Yeah, and what's been one of your favorite stories? Can you remember? It's got to put me on the spot.
I know that I'm not supposed to choose favorites because all my episodes are my favorite.
That's right.
In like honesty, I think my favorite episode has to be when I met up with my friend who I hadn't seen since high school. Well, not since he came back. He came back from Iraq, and a couple months afterwards, we lost touch with each other. And he told the story about, how he went through an extremely tough time and was, suicidal and substance dependent and whatnot. And that's all on that episode. And I sat there hearing it for the first time, like anybody that listens to the episode is hearing it for the first time, and it totally blew my mind.
Mm-hmm. And you get a wide range, too. You get the very serious stories like that, to the humorous ones.
Oh, yeah. I had one where somebody's dog had diarrhea in the back of their car. for the story.
Do you ask them ahead of time what story they're going to be talking about, or that they're going to focus on, or is it pretty much on the flow, like you just let them pick right off the bat?
So in the pre-interview, we do like half an hour of just chit-chatting, and in that I ask, just tell me one sentence what your story is about. So I use that as my opening sentence. So it'd be like, my guest this week is Jason Brigger, and he has a story about Remy LaCroix. And that'd be all I'd start with, and that's all I know. So as you guys, the listeners are hearing the story, I'm hearing it the same way as the host.
Oh, okay. It's kind of funny because when we're together with a lot of people and everybody's telling stories, and then they look at me and say, "Tell us a story," and honestly, that's when I fail the most, because you're being put on the spot. And then you've got to go, well, shit, I've got 1,000 stories. And then you start racking your brain. Well, what's appropriate for the situation right now? Well, what can I say or what can I do? And then it's like you're looking at a dictionary of 1,000 words, and you're like, pick a word out. And you're like, shit, I don't know which one I want. But when you're in the natural course of conversation, something will connect with that synapse, with your brain cell in that story that brings up a funny story or a sad story that connects with the situation that you're at the moment, and you could easily roll into storyteller mode. And so I've always been very bad at being put on the spot for stories, but if you listen to this podcast, something stupid and mundane will come up, and I'll ramble on for 15 minutes about some stupid story.
About how I walked into a women's locker room.
Yeah, I did walk into the women's locker room. I didn't turn the corner. That's the only saving grace.
Yeah, we actually gave some theme music to Blake for his stories.
Yes. That's where story time segment comes from. Yeah.
I need theme music.
We can try to get you some theme music. We have a number one fan, Doug. He might try to do it.
I don't think he
was.
Yeah, I think you would probably want Dr. Bednar. Maybe you can contract Dr. Bednar for a simple 30-second ditty.
30-minute, I'll do that.
Yeah, 30-minute. And thanks for listening.
Well, Matthew, we appreciate you coming on here. You're going to sit with us through the episode here.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry for your luck. If you do have Blake on, I bet he could probably tell you a good story about our sound issues for once in a while.
Yeah. That really be a story. That'd just be a bitch fest.
Hey,
Hey.
we're getting cleared up.
All right. Kind of.
Thank you, Dr. Bednar. Anyways, so beer sponsor of the week, as always, Municipal
of the week,
Municipal Brew Works. They're located at 20 High Street in Hamilton, Ohio. They're open Wednesdays through Sunday. It's a great brewery, and they supply beer for us. So
except for today, because Jason was lazy. He didn't go pick up the beer.
I was off work, and I didn't get a chance because I had a possible sick kid, so that's why.
What good is a beer sponsor if you don't get the beer?
It's actually closer to you. Shut it. Anyways. So we do check them out if you're in the Cincinnati area. Municipal Brew Works. Let's try that again. Anyways, this week we're not going to talk about porn right after this, so that's good. That's a good sign.
Well, we haven't lost our sponsorship yet, but we're working on it.
The owner did shake his head. Anyways, moving on from last week.
So what kind of marketing mistake did I make?
Let's see.
We need to ban porn.
Never.
After beer.
Never.
Oh, wait a minute.
Some sad news. Jimmy Snuka died.
Oh, the Superfly.
Yeah.
Matthew-
I saw that. Do you see how, skinny he was?
Yeah, he had a lot of issues, and they actually wouldn't even let him stand trial for the possible murder of his girlfriend years ago. Allegedly, because he was just he was incapacitated. He couldn't
mentally incapacitated.
Yeah.
You see a picture of him before he passed away compared to what he was in his prime. Yeah, he went from size 18 guns to 6.
Yeah,
3.
He was looking like Jeff if Jeff went on Slim Fast.
Yeah.
I'm about to say,
I meant muscle mass. Sorry.
Oh, muscle mass I can understand, but size, I'm like, there's no way that's a size 6. I'm not saying it's muscle, but...
Matthew, are you how upset are you about Jimmy Superfly Snuka? Are you a big wrestling fan?
I'm not. No, I never actually watched wrestling as a younger boy or into manhood.
Yeah, because you knew it was fake, right?
Yeah, I banned it.
Ban wrestling. We need to ban wrestling. But on a more storyline with Superfly Snuka, I think we just need to ban cancer, pretty much.
I agree.
Yes.
I spent the weekend visiting two friends. One close relative and one friend who's both got stage 4 cancers. And I guess the moral of the story is if there's something wrong with you, you need to go get it checked out. More or less. No matter how much you hate doctors or anything like that, definitely go check yourself out, especially as you get older and things aren't working the way they're supposed to. So I think we need to ban cancer.
We have hit a depressing low. Not a quality low, just a depressing low for the week now. Jeez.
Yeah,
Well, I suppose that should just lead us into thumbs up, thumbs down.
Up, down.
Yeah,
Up, down.
definite. Well, that's what I thought we were doing. I'm giving my thumbs down to cancer.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
there you go.
Screw cancer.
Matthew, what would you like to do? You're down for the week. What you're down on?
I'm down on. Well, I'm down the hall
Okay.
because I'm not really psyched about what's going to happen on the 20th.
Yeah.
The new episode of Shark Tank?
Yes.
Pretty stoked about that. Jeez, I didn't know. I didn't know you were a big. I didn't know you weren't a Mark Cuban fan, Matthew.
It's just, the snarkiness. I don't like how snarky he is.
I think the president needs to ban Twitter.
I think
Or
we
at
need
least-
to ban the president from
At least
Twitter.
his own Twitter account. That's for damn sure.
What are you down on, Jeff?
I'm down on people who, when driving, have to come to a complete stop before they can make a turn. Because on the way to the studio tonight, I almost ran into two people because they had to stop before they turned.
Is it a stop sign?
Nope.
Maybe you should have had a assured clear distance with them.
I had plenty of distance.
Obviously,
If they don't stop.
You're talking to one old insurance pro and one retired insurance pro. Mm-hmm. Well, at least I don't do it anymore. But yeah, that's your fault, Jeff.
I didn't hit them.
You
But
need to keep it assured clear driving
I didn't hit them.
distance.
Did I hit them? I didn't hit them.
So you almost did, because that means you're falling too close.
No, I was pretty far back. They just stopped.
From experience, Blake, who would be at fault if he did accidentally rear-end them?
He would.
There you go. Moving
I
on.
know I'd be at fault. That doesn't mean there's still crappy-ass drivers who don't know how to turn.
My down for the week is sinuses. My God. Fucking weather. It's 20 degrees one day. It's at 90 degrees the next day. Sinuses are killing me here.
But I think it'd be better to have sinuses than not have them.
Sinus issues. Infections.
You just said sinus.
Shut up. Go back to driving. Yeah, it's killing my nose. It's like just pressure. I feel like the police. I feel under pressure. See where I went to get that one?
No.
Okay.
No.
The band. Didn't they do the under pressure?
No, that was Queen and David Bowie.
Yeah, that wasn't the police.
Matthew, you're not helping over there. I just hear out.
Billy Joel had a song called Pressure. Is that what you were thinking of? Still not the police.
Yes.
That's actually more annoying than the Queen song.
They're
David
both
Bowie.
good songs.
The Queen C word?
Yeah, the Queen C word.
Let's see. Matthew, is there anything you're up on this week?
I think this week I'm definitely up on rain in January.
Okay.
As
It's a
opposed
lot
to snow.
easier to shovel.
I can agree with that.
It is.
Why are you shoveling rain?
That was the
Don't
joke.
have to.
Oh.
Come on, Blake. Follow the bouncing ball. Are you getting a lot of rain?
Yeah, we've had a couple days of consistent rain up here, which normally is 8 or 10 inches of snow.
Do you guys? Obviously, you're in Michigan, and that you guys get a lot of snow in your area, correct?
Yeah, I'm over towards the western or central western side of the state, and it's right in the lake effect area,
Oh, okay.
which is awesome.
No.
So which province of Canada is that?
Alberta. Jeff, what are you up on?
Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Did it come out?
It's coming out soon, but I saw the Manos Hands of Fate episode over the weekend.
Oh,
Manos is such a bad movie.
Manos.
Hands of Fate.
Yep.
Still driving.
Still driving. If you have not seen Manos Hands of Fate by Mystery Science Theater, you should do yourself a favor and go out and look for it. It's awesome. Just YouTube it. Where did you see it at?
Whatever television channel that shows them.
Oh, okay. Okay. Pluto, the app, does on Amazon.
Yeah, it wasn't that.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then. There goes my point. Blake, what you're up on?
I'm up on having another podcaster guest on the show this week.
Oh, good for you. Good for you. I'm up on being back in the studios finally after a couple weeks off. Last week was good. This week has been really nice too. Get back in the groove. So we've had some great guests the last 3 weeks. So there you go, Blake. I'm going with you. Last week, this week, and next week. So good job, Matthew. Way to be a great guest.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Let's see here.
Doing great.
I did watch Independence Day, Resurgence.
It's not our fault.
Has anyone seen this movie?
No.
Matthew?
I saw the trailer, half of it.
And when you saw the trailer, you realized, hey, I need to avoid this movie.
I couldn't even make it through the trailer.
Yeah, exactly. Not like Jason who says, I'm going to go to the movie this week.
No, the wife was out with her friends. All the kids were in bed.
So you were unsupervised. That's how you ended up watching the movie?
Well, I had a 6-month-old. My 6-month-old was laying on top of my chest sleeping. So I was like, I could play video games, but I really want to watch some movies. Magnificent Seven. That looks really good with Chris Pratt. I really want to see that. Ooh, Independence Day. I'll watch that.
You had a choice and chose Independence Day?
Yep.
Wow.
I feel like...
Some I just want to watch the world burn.
Is that Michael Caine? I feel like that was Michael Caine. I don't know if you know this, Matthew. I do a really good impersonation of Michael Caine. I don't know if you know that.
I've heard of it once or twice.
Okay. No, I rented it because I really liked the first one, and the first one was pretty cheesy.
You didn't tell me you paid for it. I just assumed it was on TV. That's even worse.
$4.99. The good news is I tweeted out about 80 tweets that night while watching it to a lot of some of our fans, so I do appreciate them for helping me out with it, getting me through it. Let's just say...
Getting me through the hard times.
It was not good. Liam Hemsworth, he was in it.
Okay.
His character was awful. The writing was just horrible with it. Will Smith was not in it because they didn't want to pay him $20 million. So they just had his son in it, not his real son, but from the first movie. And they basically took as much charisma that Will Smith has on screen. His son in this movie had 0. So that worked out well. And let's just say it was not good. So
the aliens return with McAfee's antivirus?
They do. They do.
Okay.
They're on a Mac now, so it worked out for them.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of similar things to the first one. The battles were similar. They brought a lot of the old people back and killed a lot of them, so that was fun.
Did they even bring back people you assumed were dead from the first one?
Jeff Goldblum's dad was in it. And he had no point except to drive a bus full of kids away from the aliens. That was it.
Yeah,
and that
Randy Quaid came back.
No, he did not. Quaid did not come back. He's in the California Penal League right now. Is he arrested? Did he get arrested?
Yeah, he did, but I don't know if that ever got solved or not. Now you're going to make me look up Randy Quaid's whereabouts.
Oh, he's not going to be happy with that. Matthew, Randy Quaid might have worked out better with it. So, Independence Day, Resurgence, as I knocked the table, I apologize. I recommend everybody to go rent it. If I have to suffer, you should suffer. And I'm just saying, it was a great film. Really good film. Not so much.
Doubtful.
No. I can't believe no one else watched it. It is kind of funny, the ending, they find like this other alien group comes. They send this, information orb, basically, this other alien group. And
do they talk in circles?
No.
Oh.
It does segue right into the rival. Amy Adams is in it. But the aliens in Independence Day stopped fighting because it's all about love, Blake. So they said... No, but the scientist in Independence Day goes, as the aliens are leaving, he goes, we got all this new technology from this other alien race. You know what that means? We got to take it to them in the space. And that's how it ended. Because the idea was the next sequel was going to be in space against them and going to their planet.
So instead of fighting for independence, we're going to be the oppressors next time?
Yes. We're going to be the British.
There you go.
But...
No offense to our, limey friends overseas.
Oh, nerdly. The funny thing is...
You mean those jolly good cheeky monkey wankers?
That's right.
No. Matthew liked that one. No, so the funny thing is that it bombed at the box office, so guess what? There was no sequel to be made to Independence Day. It's a shame.
Thank gosh.
Let's see. Anything else did you guys see this week? Anything?
Caught up on this season of How to Get Away with Murder.
And?
It's a pretty good soap opera.
Okay.
That's pretty much how I watch it. Watch like half a season at a time. 8 episodes, and then record the next 8 episodes and whatnot. So this is halfway through the 3rd season. It's an interesting soap opera.
Okay. Anything
What's that, Matthew? My wife and I are working on Supernatural and It's Always Sunny at the same time.
Yes! It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yes, she's never seen it before, so it's all new to her.
Ooh. And are you starting at the beginning or just this season?
Yeah, we're starting at the beginning. We're just to the point where Frank shows up.
Okay. What did... with Supernatural, did you just start at the beginning as well for that? Or have you been watching for a while?
We've been watching that one for a little bit. I think we're just to about halfway through season 4.
Okay.
And there are how many seasons now? Like 11?
Oh, we're 9 episodes into season 5. I've been informed.
Is it a fun show to watch? Everybody loves it that has watched it.
It's kind of procedural at points, but every once in a while they'll throw you a curve.
Mm-hmm. Is it better than Gotham?
I've never watched Gotham, so yes.
Blake, you sent something about you wanted to talk about A Wrinkle in Time, an upcoming film with Matt Damon, I think. Matt Damon.
Yeah, A Wrinkle in Time.
I thought I read this. I don't think I did.
I actually attempted to read this back when I was like in 5th or 6th grade. Mm-hmm. But I always thought it was a pretty cool concept, but I just never understood just what the hell was going on in the book. So I'm glad that now as an adult they're going to make a movie so I don't have to think. And they'll just show it to me.
Well, here's the funny thing. You sent that over to us, and I start looking at it. I was like, oh, yeah, I think I did read this. And then I realized that the book I thought of was Tuck Everlasting.
Oh, my Lord! No, not even close. No, I did read...
See, and I'm thinking of the Wheel of Time series, which I'm like, that would be the longest movie series ever.
Oh. Yeah, that would be.
No, not the Wheel of Time. A Wrinkle in Time.
The Madame Langau book. Mm-hmm. I read the first book. There's a couple of books in that, isn't there?
For A Wrinkle in Time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think they did.
I thought she just had one book and that was it.
I could be wrong. I thought there was like 2 or 3.
We do have internet access here.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. What was I supposed to be looking up last time anyway?
I'm not sure what you were supposed to be looking up.
Is this thing recording?
Yes.
How come nothing's moving on it?
Because we're recording on this, not on this.
Are you just looking at the green bar?
Yes.
So the little timer thing at the bottom and the wavelengths aren't moving?
No, because we're not in GarageBand. We're in Call Recorder.
I'm just checking. See what I have to deal with here, Matthew?
I love this.
All I asked for was sharks with friggin' laser beams attached to their head.
I need co-hosts.
This is a little inside baseball knowledge.
Wrinkle in Time series. It looks like there were 1, 2, 3, 5 books.
All right, well, fuck it. 5 books. All right, great. 5 books.
I feel like ever since Christmas, you've been a little bit angry. Matthew, I asked this of many people. Did you ever think I would be the positive one on this podcast?
I think Jason is just kind of the chaos factor to the podcast.
Oh,
Jason's the one that stirs the pot.
Yes.
He's a pot
He's
stirrer.
chaotic neutral.
Yes, he is.
He shakes you up and then lets you go.
I like
and
it.
then watches the world burn.
Call me Germany. Okay, let's see here. We had a Twitter poll of the week.
Poll of the week.
That wasn't a good one.
Try
Let's see.
something to do next week.
Yeah. What film in 2017 are you most excited to see? You can follow us at History of Bad Ideas on, what are we? Bad Ideas Podcast. That's
Bad
where we're on
Ideas
Twitter.
Podcast on Twitter.
That's why your emails never get read.
That's right. No, we're at Bad Ideas Podcast on Twitter. Matthew, what are you at on Twitter?
I am at PassersByPod on Twitter.
Good man. Let's see. Here's the poll. Let's see. What film are you most excited to see? We had Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Wonder Woman, Lego Batman movie, and Logan. Why? Because Twitter only allows us 4.
But not necessarily in that order
Correct.
of winner to loser.
Last place, tie, was with 10% of the vote. They split. Both got 10%. Lego Batman movie and Logan. Why is that? I was excited about Lego Batman
I'm
movie.
more excited about Lego Batman than Logan, but pretty much any of them.
I kind of like the fact that I watched the trailer and he threw in oh, come on! From Arrested Development.
He also,
I love it.
Matthew, are you excited about Lego Batman? You have a son.
I'm excited about Lego Batman. The 2 higher ones, yeah, I'm very excited about. But definitely for like a family popcorn movie, Lego Batman's got my vote.
Yeah, I'm planning on seeing that opening weekend with my son. He's been excited about it. I did like the one thing he tells Batgirl, "Hey, Batgirl," and she's like, "Oh, I'm Batgirl. Can I just call you Batboy?" And he's like, "No, I'm Batman. Why would you call me Batboy?"
And rip. Oh God.
I did like that they're bringing back all the horrible villains for this one too, and they're even making the little Lego pieces, Lego characters of them too. I saw some of them in the store, so I don't know if Kingpin's in it though, or not Kingpin, King Tut. I don't know if King Tut's in it. Second place with 30% of the vote, Wonder Woman. I'm excited about this one too. Anyone else?
I'm looking forward to it.
I have to admit, I watched the last 30 minutes of Batman v Superman, and I just want to say I had no idea what the hell was going on in that movie. If somebody who hadn't seen the movie before could explain to me exactly just what the hell was happening and why.
They were fighting a big monster because all movies have to end on a big monster fight.
That's all I knew.
I think that's really all you have to know.
And I'm like, who is this thing? What is this thing? How come everybody's like Superman, steel thick skin? Nobody gets killed. Nobody gets hurt. But Superman gets impaled. And then Batman's standing around like, what am I going to do? I got a utility belt. Superman's flying around. Wonder Woman gets her lasso out. Ooh, tie me up, Gal Gadot. And you sit there and go, Batman's like, screw this. I'm just going to watch.
No, Batman's like, I'm angry and angsty. I'll just watch.
Well, Matthew's a big fan of Batman v Superman. What were your thoughts on the last 30 minutes, Matthew?
I've not seen BVS at all.
Well, I got a mission for you then. Just watch the last 30 minutes and see if you know what the hell is going on.
I probably won't, but I'm definitely looking forward to Wonder Woman. Me and my wife have watched the trailers, and it's definitely one that we're excited for.
The trailer looks amazing.
Should get her lasso out for that? Hubba hubba.
You talking to me?
I'm talking about
She got her
Matthew,
bracelets out.
Matthew and his wife. Yeah, that's right. There you go.
I will say, we saw the other 2 hours and 45 minutes. It felt like that long. Of Batman v Superman, and Jeff and I still can't tell you what it was about. You're not missing much.
It's about Batman being angry and angsty.
Yeah. And Superman's being sad.
Aww.
And Amy Adams is underwater and there's no wet t-shirt scene.
No.
I'm upset.
There's also... Never mind. Let's see. 50% of the vote had Guardians of the Galaxy 2. This is my number one that I'm most excited about.
You like Baby Groot.
I love Baby Groot.
You know Baby Groot is nothing but a tree ant.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
You said you were excited to see this one too, Matthew?
Yes, I think that I agree with Blake about the Baby Groot thing. He's totally merchandisable. That's why everybody wants him. They're going to be selling like 1 million Baby Groots.
I'm about ready to buy a Baby Groot.
Good for them. Make money off of it.
It's not a trend.
There you go. It's a trend.
No, it isn't.
They stole it from Lord of the Rings.
Don't touch this button. I am Groot. Let's see here. I guess that segues into listener feedback. Matthew still wants to be with us for this episode, so that's a positive.
He hasn't said screw you guys and hung up yet.
I'm going home.
He hasn't said ban this podcast yet.
And he hasn't gone to sleep yet, so that's a positive. Thank you, Matthew.
We know it's really cold up there in Antarctica where you're at, so...
Are you wearing a jacket?
No, I'm not. I'm doing this unassisted, no jacket.
Okay, good call. Good call. Be careful out there. Don't go out. Don't go out without a jacket. Just saying. Didn't work out well for Worsley. Okay, go ahead, Blake. What do we got?
All right, this week in listener feedback, we start off with this guy named Doug.
Number one fan, Doug.
Can't give yourself a nickname?
He said, Harry Connick Jr. has a talk show. When did that happen?
This is the first I'm hearing of it.
It's the first time I've heard of it, too.
I've never heard of this.
Does he sing
No
all his
idea
questions?
when this came from.
Does he sing all his questions?
I don't know. I've never seen it, Blake. Why are you asking me?
I don't know.
You're just throwing it out there?
I'm just throwing it out there.
Well, you do a good New Orleans accent. What does Harry Connick Jr.'s talk show sound like in your mind?
That's not him. Let's go to not
Unusual. Yeah, Tom Jones, Harry
It's
Connick.
not unusual to be loved by anyone.
The reason why Tom Jones is in my head is because my wife and I were watching an old Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and he guest starred in Carlton did the Carlton. So, anyways, let's see. Let me do a accent here. I don't do many accents. Let me try it here. Well, I do declare that I have a talk show, and Jeffrey, you are not the father of the baby. Blake, you are not the father of the baby. Matthew, you're not the father of the baby.
It had to be you. Wonderful you.
Could someone tell me a Harry Connick song?
He
Yeah, I just sang
Oh, that was Harry Connick.
You had to be the father.
I'm a little upset that you do a better impersonation than me.
Sorry.
Every single time.
I actually saw When Harry Met Sally over the holidays. Anytime I see that movie, I gotta stop and watch, and my wife will see it, and she's gotta stop and watch. And that movie, I think, is actually pretty timeless when it deals with just relationships between men and women. And it was great to see it again. And, if it'll run again, I'd probably stop and watch it a 50,000th time.
My favorite part is when they go to the dude range.
Oh, God. Shut up. I was about to say...
Speaking of movies from 91.
We just...
Spoiler!
Oh, no. City Slickers 2.
No, not Curly Gold.
No.
But I also watched the Harry Met Sally over the Christmas break. Well, it was what we watched as our Carrie Fisher tribute.
Oh, good call.
And
Yeah, it was part of the Carrie Fisher tribute, actually.
What about Bruno?
Bruno Kirby also, who's passed
Yeah.
He did?
several years ago.
Like 12 years ago.
Damn, I'm out of it.
And I think it was from cancer, too. So go ahead and say, fuck cancer. Okay.
All right, but Doug's got a follow-up. He says, Mark, episode 158, for Dr. Bednar's nominee for a floppy for best impression. The only issue is that Chris didn't say, I have a speech impediment.
I didn't appreciate the joke.
I thought it was great.
I thought it was wonderful.
He nailed it.
I thought it was the best bit last week.
It was the best bit all year.
And we're only 2 weeks in.
I didn't appreciate it.
Imagine what the rest of the year can bring.
I don't think it's very funny to pick on somebody that has a speech impediment.
You know, when
someone-
we set the bar this high, Jeff, we can only go down from here.
That's true.
Matthew, do you need a co-host?
I would love to have you, Jason.
Okay.
Notice he just said he would love to have you.
For one episode, that's about it. Get out. We're done. Go ahead, Blake. Keep
All
going.
right, next from Pam Morris. She said, started watching HBO's Night Of. Wow, 3 eps in and I'm hooked. Who's watching? Watched.
Not watching.
Not watching.
I don't even know what it is.
Matthew?
What's HBO?
There you go. Sorry, Pam.
It got great reviews.
I know the night of they kept advertising like before Game of Thrones, like last that would have been May or whenever it was on. So it's like, okay, don't want to watch it.
It's got nothing but great reviews.
I'm gonna say this: it's no Westworld.
It is not Westworld.
There you go.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, next one.
Big Dev the Psy Guy. Dev. Big Dev the Psy Guy. Dev.
Corrections from Dev. All I have to say is, Dev is a liar.
Why is that?
He said he would never listen to our podcast ever again. So this is proof that he listened last week.
It's the first thing I thought of. I'm like, Jason, did you get him the jerky?
That's right.
It's en route.
He could have
But
just
he
read
hasn't
the
gotten it
transcript.
No. What's that, Matthew?
He didn't have to listen. He could have just read a transcript.
Ooh, who's hacking our the Russians! The damn Russians are hacking our transcripts. Somewhere in Eastern Russia, somebody's copying our podcast.
Although if he was reading the transcript, then the transcript would have had that the right thing was said in here before the wrong thing. If you know what I mean.
I just want Matthew. I heard on your one of your latest podcasts that you're looking for an intern as well.
Yeah, if you'd like to come on.
We have gone through a lot of interns on our show.
We lost one up in Canada.
We did lose a couple people. But I will get you in touch with somebody with the local community college. And I'll actually 4-H club. But I will get you in touch with them and see if they can make the trip up to Battle Creek.
Be awesome.
All right, but so anyways, Dev, the big sigh guy with his know-it-all snarky attitude, says it's golden arcs that McDowell's, not McDaniels, has in Coming to America.
Okay.
I thought it was McDougal's.
It's McDowell's.
All right, McDowell's. They got the golden arches. I got the golden nuts.
That was McDowell.
Yeah,
They got
okay.
the golden
McDonald.
arches, we
Was
got the golden
McDowell?
arcs.
Okay.
I don't know.
They got the Big Mac, we got the Big Mick. They both have 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions. Theirs is on a sesame seed bun, our bun, no seeds.
Is it from 1991?
I hope so, because it's on my list.
Okay.
I don't think it is. All right, who cares? All right, from Jeannie. Jeannie says, listening to Hobie, episode 154, Star Wars, an Alabama story.
Oh, that's an older one.
I do reckon.
The answer to everything is 47. Good, Jeff.
Good job, Jeff.
Good job, Jeff.
Well, I think it was Scab Jeff. Mm-hmm. And did the intern screw up writing that? Because the answer was 42.
That's what I saw. It was 47.
It
I don't
was
know.
42, but it's been reviewed, and it is actually 47.
What's been reviewed?
The answer.
What? No, it's 42.
He's the guest. He wins.
It was, but it's been reviewed.
By who?
They did. The computer.
There you go.
Did I miss
All
the
right.
review?
So we've given Big Dev his first correction for next week.
We got somebody new.
Yeah, somebody new from stories_podcast at stories_podcast. Mm-hmm. They said, please watch Point Break scene from Netflix's Lovesick. It is amazing.
We'll have to Google this now. There's a scene in the Netflix show Lovesick that I guess pays homage to Point Break.
Rips off?
Maybe. I don't know. It probably would make Point Break better. Wouldn't you agree, Matthew?
Oh. If it's not the original Point Break, it's not worth watching.
Yeah, but you said the new Point Break was better than the original, right?
Jason,
Yes.
you're fired.
Sorry.
So much for that new intern.
You're banned.
Damn it.
All right, moving on. Thank you, Stories_podcast at Stories_podcast. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, _thank you.
I feel like it was actually Matthew that made up a new Twitter account just to get Point Break into the listener feedback.
Could be. All right, next, Randall Holt at RJ Holt 666.
He's not evil.
Just handled that way.
He says, is Mankind winning the heavyweight championship one of the best nights in Raw history? ? Still makes me smile.
No.
It is. It's a great moment. Especially when Steve Austin's music comes on, he comes down and clubs The Rock with the chair, pulls Mankind over, puts him on top of him. They count 1, 2, 3.
Was Chris Jericho there?
No.
Then it wasn't one of the best Raws ever.
That's true. It was a good call. That is a good call. Blake, what do you think?
You know that's all fake, right?
So is Game of Thrones. You know that's fake, right?
Of course, but it's better acting.
Yeah. I saw the woman that played Jean Grey in the new X-Men movie. I beg to differ. She doesn't act.
She's a little dry. But I still let her eat crackers in my bed.
Well, let's just say this.
If she was allowed to. Because my wife, you know.
Yes. Let's just say that WWE at least has a new script every week. When's the next Game of Thrones book coming out?
Damn you, Jason!
I'm just saying.
Damn you, Jason!
Just saying. Just saying.
All right.
And Matthew... Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Matthew. You know what this is.
I think we lost Matthew.
Yeah, I know what it is.
From Nick Albright.
Oh, Nick.
He says... What was Jeff's
Meaty.
New Year's
Oh, goodness.
resolution?
Oh, yeah. Get right with the world.
Yeah, what was your New Year's resolution, Jeff?
To sleep more and stay fat.
Okay. It's good resolution.
You got to have attainable goals. That's the way I look at it.
Did you have any resolutions, Matthew?
Not so far. I'm still working on one.
Okay.
All right, when you
Not to do Hobie again.
That's right.
That's the resolution.
All right, next from the Pop Culture Cafe says DC plans on creating a new series for TV. Is there too many on TV now? Do we need more?
We need an entire network that shows only comic book shows.
I thought that's what the CW was.
No, they actually showed Jane the Virgin also. So
And my Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
yeah, so they show other things.
We tried watching that, my wife and I, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. It was humorous. It was a lot more singing in it than I thought. Even my wife, after 2 episodes, went, "That's a lot of singing."
So did you think there was none?
I didn't think it was that much singing. And I love good singing, because I'm a good singer, but I was a little shocked by it. So,
All right, cool.
suppose the rumor is Superman might be a new one.
Great.
Yeah.
Smallville Redux.
Yeah, but now
Kind of a spinoff of Supergirl.
they are bringing Constantine back as a cartoon
I heard.
on CW Seed, which is, I guess, their online website thing.
Oh, okay.
They also have a Vixen CW movie or cartoon.
Yeah, on the online.
Are these like R-rated cartoons?
No, Vixen is actually a superhero.
Well, you said, okay, never mind.
Oh, God, never mind.
Anyways, so I know now I gotta go look up Vixen. All right, there you go. On Pornhub? Okay. All right, so Professor Number One at Doctor Number One says, which comes out first, the Batman movie or Gambit or neither?
I'll say Batman comes out first.
Matthew?
Batman.
Blake?
Neither.
I'm going Batman, but supposedly he's getting pissed off. Ben Affleck, did you see his latest thing?
No.
He was trying to promote Let It Go, or what's that, his new movie? Live by Night, or whatever it is.
Oh, yeah.
And
Let it go.
Let it go.
They asked him about Batman. He's like, "Oh Jesus, I'm so tired of talking about this shit." He's
What?
like-
You stepped into the Batman role. What do you think every question's going to be?
He's like, "I worked for 2 years on Live by Night, and no one asked me about that because no one cares about it, Ben."
Did you watch the movie, Ben? No one cares.
Channing Tatum is still attached to Gambit.
Still.
Yes, that's what they're saying.
That's never going to happen.
No. We do have couple quick things here. We got a new question from Professor Number One. We have it while we're online or recording this. We actually have a request from him. A question for Blake. This is the last show of Hobie with Obama as president. Is Blake going to? What will Blake miss the most of him? Okay, well, that was good. And now...
Although we're going from bad to worse, I don't... The fact that Obama doesn't Twitter?
It's tweet. Obviously, you don't tweet either.
No.
That's a good thing. Down the hall, soapbox.
That's right.
Matthew, we got something for you here. We got some rapid fire questions that Blake usually asks of his of the guests. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
First thing that comes to mind.
First thing that comes to mind, no thinking.
These are from Dev.
It's all right. He said, should we ban oranges from running political office?
Yes.
Should we ban reality TV stars from holding an office higher than congressional member?
Yes.
Should we ban the current The Bachelor contestant from doing another season? This is his 4th.
Yes.
Should we ban Gotham from future Floppy Awards?
Yes.
Should ban anyone that voted for Gotham the 3rd time for having any opinion ever again?
Maybe.
Should we ban Ohio?
No.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there you go. Suck it, Dev.
If we ban Ohio, who do we have left to hate?
That's right.
You hate Kentucky. They're just the next state down. We hate them.
They're just a suburb of Alabama. Let's see. My question is this really the Bachelor's contestant? This is his 4th season doing this?
That would
He
require watching
might
The
find
Bachelor
love
to know
this
that.
time.
What's that, Matthew?
He might find it this time. He might find it. He might.
Maybe.
If not, he's got another season.
Hey, you know what? Isn't there anything more depressing than The Bachelor or Bachelorette? I mean, really think
6
about it. It's
seasons
one
in
guy.
a movie.
Yeah, it's one guy where they've got 20 women that are trying to whore themselves out and be catty and basically,
Yeah.
try and land the one guy, and the other way around, 20 guys acting like douchebags in order to impress, some woman.
It could be worse. The guy could be Flava Flav, and it could be Flavor of Love.
That's a classic.
Yeah.
If Brigitte Nielsen and Flavor Flav cannot find love in this world. My thought is, if this is his 4th time on The Bachelor, it's kind of like being divorced 4 or 5 times. Maybe you should just stop getting married. Maybe that's not working for you. Just date. Just date. That's all I'm saying. Just saying. I mean, if you want to get married, that's fine. But I'm just saying, if you screwed up 4 times, maybe you should stop.
Yeah.
Just thought. Let's do some draft day.
What do we want? Draft day! Draft day, draft day, I want a draft day. Hubby, Draft day, we need a draft day. Hubby, history of bad ideas, yeah! Draft day!
Draft day this week is per our Twitter poll at Bad Ideas Podcast. The fans voted. They wanted us to draft Perfect Strangers, the TV show. Draft day, basically, it's like a football draft. You draft the main characters using fictional or real people. Doesn't really matter. And they get segued into those characters. In this case, we're doing Balky Bartakamis from Perfect Strangers, played by Bronson Pinchot back in the 80s. Cousin Larry Appleton, by Mark Lynn Baker, who never got enough due. Jennifer Lyons, Melanie Wilson, one of the girlfriends, I'm not sure which one.
Larry's girlfriend.
There you go. And Marianne Spencer, which is Balky's girlfriend, played by Rebecca Arthur. We figured out, Matthew, when we have a guest on, we should not go more than 4 people to draft because it could get pretty bad. Get a little long.
9 is too many.
Yes. So, Matthew, you can go first.
Now you know the rules, right?
Oh, yeah, I know the rules.
All right. So you can pick any of these 4. Your first round pick. Nobody can pick anybody you've already selected.
All right. I think I'm going to go with Marianne Spencer.
Okay.
That's Balky's girlfriend, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with... what's his one face? That Gaten Matarazzo or whatever his name is from Stranger Things.
Which character did he play?
He played Toothless.
The Toothless Kid?
Oh, okay, I got you.
Gavin? Was it Gavin something? I can't remember his name now.
That's your Marianne Spencer?
Yes.
I like it, okay.
So let me understand this. You have a toothless young boy playing a woman.
Just wait.
It only goes downhill from there.
Matthew, we brought you on to elevate our
Yeah,
show.
you're supposed to help us elevate the show.
Okay, Blake, you go next.
I'll tell you what. I have to go with my Balky Bartok-Kamas Bronson Pinchot replacement. Mm-hmm. Because I feel that that's the quarterback of this team here.
That's who drives the action.
Yeah, who drives the action. So I need to get this guy off your guys' list.
Eli Manning?
Before he goes. So I'm going to replace him with Latka, Andy Kaufman from Taxi.
Ah, that's a good one.
Latka Gravis.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Good pick. Thought did cross my mind.
Well, I'm going next because I want to. I'm going my Balky as well. Overacting, kind of annoying, but a national treasure in the same. I'm going Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage. Just because I want to see Nicolas Cage do a dance of joy.
So you just lost this one already.
No, I did not. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I'll go for my Balky. We'll just a run on Balkies here.
Run on Balkies.
Run on Balkies.
I'm going to go for the alien who doesn't quite get our culture, and I'm going to go with Drax the Destroyer.
Oh, from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes.
I like
No,
that
I
one.
thought you were going to say Alf.
Alf wouldn't be bad, but I'm going with Drax.
Okay.
So now, unlike, much to Blake's dismay, Matthew, it's your turn, round 2. This is not a snake draft this week.
Oh, no snake draft.
Damn it.
Well, I'm going to go my Jennifer Lyons. I'm going to go with Barb.
So, funny thing, I didn't do any research on this draft, and I was opening up my Entertainment Weekly, and a picture of Barb was there, and I thought, she could be my Jennifer. That's a good pick. Damn you! Damn it!
Did I really take your...
Well, you did, because I'm not doing any research. So she was
There's Barb in the middle of the bullseye.
Okay. Nice pick. Nice job.
Barb from Stranger Things?
Yep.
There you go.
I sense a theme. I sense a
Really?
theme.
Is that the theme?
Sensing it. Blake, what's your pick?
Oh, my next one, this is my skill position player. Mm-hmm. And that, of course, is Larry Appleton.
Cause I'm Larry
Mark
Appleton.
Lynn Baker's character. Mm-hmm. The straight guy in this. In this. Have you seen his photo? It doesn't look like he aged very well.
I have not seen his photo, but I will Google it now.
Yeah, he looks a little wilder and deranged. I mean, he already had some crazy curly hair. But imagine that crazy curly hair, except none on top, but on the sides.
Is he Curly from the Three Stooges?
Almost.
He could play it.
No, actually, he fits more of a
Did you mean
Larry
from the Three
He
Stooges?
Yes,
fits
that's
more
what I meant.
A Larry. More like a Larry.
Curly was the bald one.
Just shut up. Who's your pick, Blake?
So I'd like to see for my Larry Appleton, it'd be the Reverend Jim Ignatowski, Christopher Lloyd's character
From Taxi.
from Taxi.
Sense a theme with you, too.
Ooh, you're smart.
You got a lot of anger with you, Blake. You're going to do well for my pick. Anyways, go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, you're
it's
picking
my turn?
before me.
Oh yeah, go ahead and get it out of the way.
I'm going Cousin Larry Appleton. He's a nice guy, but I feel like one little thing will set him off. He'll go a little crazy. He may beat you over the head. One little thing, sound goes off. Who knows? I'm going with Blake. Going with Blake as my Larry Appleton because I want to see him corral Nicolas Cage. There you
And do
go,
the
Blake.
dance of joy with him.
There you go, Blake. Screw you.
I suppose I'm going to go with, I don't care, one of the women. They're interchangeable for the most part. So I'll draft Betty Rubble.
I'll be honest, the women were not the strongest suit in this. In fact, the supporting cast was not the strongest suit in this
No,
show.
pretty much the two of them. But I'm picking Betty Rubble for the left one.
Okay. Let's see here. What are you going with, Matthew, for your third round?
I'm going to go with Larry for my third round. And Larry kind of needs to show Balky around, so I'm going to definitely go with Finn Wolfhard, or Mike from Stranger Things.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay. I'm sensing a theme. Let's see. Go ahead, Blake.
Now I got, third round pick. gonna have to go for like a tight end. So for Jennifer Lyons, Larry's girlfriend, I'm going with Elaine O'Connor, Mary Lou Henner
from Taxi.
Okay. Okay. For a second, I thought you meant the gymnast.
Mary Lou Retton?
Yes.
Well, maybe that could be a better pick.
Maybe that would be a better pick. Maybe that's who you did pick.
Why don't you tell me the name of the movie? Okay, I'm going with my Mary Ann. She was a little bit crazy, a little fun. She was always sweet, but a little bit off her rocker. And for some reason, she always loved Balky, which he was annoying. I don't understand why. I'm going with Harley Quinn. I feel like it's a Joker Harley Quinn type of chemistry.
I'll pick my other woman, the one on the right, whichever one that is, and that'll be Jan Brady.
I like the Betty Rubble one.
Betty Rubble and Jan Brady.
Yeah, I like that. That's not bad. Okay, Matthew, let's wrap it up. You're round 4.
This is your value pick.
I've got Mike. Mike's dating Barb at this point, and I need to get Toothless a suitable person to date, and somebody that Mike can show around and teach him the ways, or teach them the ways.
This has become a swinger party. I'm kind of scared.
I'm gonna have to go with the upside down creature.
The Demigorgon.
And which character is this one playing?
Balky.
Balky. Balky is the Demigorgon.
I just want to see the Demigorgon do the dance of joy. That's well done. I like that one. I'm going to say you're going to win. No, but Blake, what do you got?
All right. What's left is my Marianne Spencer. And you're right. Balky's girlfriend, a little off the wall. So I put a little spin on this one.
Oh.
So this would be in drag, Judd Hirsch.
Here, I thought you were going Carol Kane. Wow. In drag.
I loved him when he was looking at Winona Ryder. Oh, my God. I loved that movie. He's up in the bathroom, right? That was him, right? Let's see.
Bad Fast Times at Richmond High inside Hobie joke.
Yep. Let's see. I'm going Jennifer Lynch because she's my last pick, and
that's a good reason.
She kind of kicked ass. She was always putting Larry in his place, and I'm going Maeve from Westworld. I think she could handle it, and if not, she'll just kill them. So I have no issue with that.
I don't dislike that pick.
So they're dating Blake. You're dating Maeve, and Nicolas Cage is dating Harley Quinn. I feel like that worked out well.
Yeah, that's great.
Jeff, what's your Mr. Irrelevant? Or, as the Cleveland Browns say, number 1 pick.
Number 1 pick, exactly.
I've got my Larry Appleton left.
Cause of Larry.
And the only thing I can think of to draft Larry Appleton is an avocado.
Why?
Well, just, they're kind of bland and mushy and...
if you're not going to take draft day seriously...
So it's an avocado. Slightly bruised avocado,
Okay.
Not any specific one, just the first one you stumble across. That's, I think, how they cast Mark Lindbaker, isn't it?
Okay.
It's tomatoes and onions, guys.
Well, let's see. Let's go through his Mark... what am I doing? Matthew, please, tell us who's your picks real quick.
So my Balky is the Demigorgon, my Larry is Mike, my Jennifer Lyons is... Barb, and Marianne Spencer is Toothless. Forget his name.
Toothless works.
He's the dragon. How to Train Your Dragon.
That's even better.
The Demigorgon and the dragon. How are they going to fit in the apartment? I don't get it.
But their dance would be cool.
That would be. Blake, what's your picks?
Oh, that's true. All right, so my Balky is Latka, Andy Kaufman. Larry is Reverend Jim Ignikowski, the Lloyd, Christopher Lloyd. Jennifer Lyons is the lovely Mary Lou Henner.
Redden.
And then Balky's girlfriend is Judd Hirsch in drag.
Let's see. My Balky is Nicolas Cage.
If you reprise his role from, Fast Times at Richmond High.
Judge Hirsch was not in it. Balky is Nicolas Cage, because why not? Larry Appleton is Blake, our own Blake. Jennifer Lyons is Maeve from Westworld, and Marianne Spencer is Harley Quinn.
All right. I've got Balky Bartolomeusz as Drax the Destroyer. Larry Appleton is performed by an avocado. And the girls are Betty Rubble and Jan Brady. They're interchangeable.
Let's, you know what? We're going to throw it out to a fan to pick the winner of this one. I'm going with Jeannie, the Queen of Space Violence.
First Lady of
Space Violence. She is in charge of picking the winner. I feel like since she was just on Passerby's podcast, Matthew might have an advantage. That's okay.
Possible, but we trust Jeannie to be fair.
So I do like the dragons, though. Toothless, the dragon, and Demogorgon, so that's good. Let's get some news of the geek.
It's time for another installment of the news of the geek.
Let's see here. First off, July 2015, Warner Brothers announced that it was making another Green Lantern movie on purpose by sneaking a bit of concept art in between trailers for Pan, which was a great film, just ask #1 fan Doug, and Suicide Squad during Comic-Con. Other than confirming that it would be called Green Lantern Corps, Warner Brothers barely acknowledged the project for over a year. Warner Brothers basically dropped some new information and according to Deadline, they have longtime superhero writer David Goyer and relative newcomer Justin Rhodes to put together a script. It's being billed as a lethal weapon in space.
That's racist.
Why?
The only reason they're saying that is because they'll have a black guy and a white guy. So instead of saying a buddy cop film, they're saying Lethal Weapon.
Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. Not the Daily Show Jon Stewart.
No.
Different one.
That'd be great. He could like complain the whole time.
Deadline. Can we have John Oliver as Hal Jordan?
I was about to say they can get the ambiguously gay duo to do it.
Would it matter at this point?
No, probably not.
Deadline says, unclear whether or not the studio would re-engage with Ryan Reynolds about recurring.
It's pretty clear.
I actually don't want him to come back.
I think it was great if they could actually, Ryan Reynolds, reprise his Deadpool character that ends up with the Green Lantern ring, and then maybe this movie will actually be entertaining to watch.
I'll go with that. Matthew, are you excited about Green Lantern movie?
Only if the entire suit is green screened again.
Ooh. Or Blake Lively has to be in it, too, because she was a great actress in it.
Hey, you leave Blake Lively out of this.
Sorry.
That's somebody that might
She was on a buoy.
Yeah.
Might be on Blake's list if he's allowed to have one.
That's right.
Ryan Reynolds is on mine. He has some abs. Ryan Reynolds abs.
Ryan Gosling.
Oh, yeah. Both of them are on my wife's list. We were watching the Golden Globes real briefly, and she's like, "Oh, Ryan Reynolds. Oh, Ryan Gosling." I was like, "Hey!" And I was like, "What do they have?" She's like, "Abs." And she's like, "No, nothing against you. I'm just saying they have abs."
They have plural. You have one. There's a
And
difference.
I'm like, I don't have a list. Why would you? And she's like, "Oh, you gave me kids. It's fine." I don't think I would win out with Ryan Gosling.
Nope.
Let's see here, Mark or Matthew. Are you? Why do I keep saying Mark? Matthew, are you allowed having a list?
What's a list?
Everybody's married here except Jeff, you have a list of 5. Your wife does, and you do.
5 celebrities you're allowed to sleep with.
Yes.
What's a list?
What's it?
What's a list?
The answer is no.
Okay. Blake can't either. Let's see here.
But I can dream that I have one.
That's right. Sure glad you wear the pants in your family.
When she's not around.
That's right. I don't even get to do that. News of the Weird. New segment we're doing. This started last week from Kotaku, the website.
Kotaku.
Yes.
Kotaku.
Basically, there was a role-playing game called Asheron's Call.
It's an MMO.
Yes. Which means massive
Multiplayer
multigrain.
online.
Oh, okay. Anyways, basically, a 74-year-old grandfather has been playing it since 1999. And he's upset because at the end of January, the servers are finally coming to an end.
Asheron's Call will exist no more.
Is this a popular MMO?
That's crazy.
It was at one time. I mean, it kind of competed, I suppose, with World of Warcraft, but just then didn't get all that popular. So, so now they're shutting it down. Apparently, I actually didn't even know they were still running it. So.
18 years is pretty damn good for an MMO.
That's amazing.
Matthew, have you played this?
No, but I've heard of it, and it's an amazing thing for an online game to be still going after 18 years.
Do you play any MMOs?
No, I used to play some online games, but we moved out of town to the country, and I will never give Comcast a dime of my money, and they're our only choice out here. So no,
I don't blame you on that. Unfortunately, this episode is sponsored by Comcast.
Actually, this News of the Weird Take specifically is sponsored by Comcast.
I've heard nothing but bad things about Comcast.
Are they the ones that just bought Time Warner?
Or vice versa. Time Warner bought them, I'm not sure.
So let's go from shitty customer service to shitty customer service.
Different shitty customer service.
Different type of shitty customer service.
Like the grounds crew in Major League, they're still shitty.
That's right.
Let's see here.
So anyway, yeah. So 74-year-old grandfather, been playing since 1999.
His granddaughter made a video. Basically, in the video, she says, "This is my grandpa. He's been playing since 1999." And basically, she is asking for people online to look for a new game for him to play, a new MMO. He's been so loyal to his AC, is what they call it in the know. And she said her and her sister used to play when they were kids. And all three of us played together on Leaf Call. I don't know what that is.
Probably a specific server.
She asked him to do this video as he's really shy. And he kept trying to make me leave his computer room because he's playing AC. Get the fuck out.
I've only got a month left to do this. Get out.
Time is going or dwindling. I need to get this done.
Time's dwindling on you too, Grandpa. Just calm down.
Yeah.
Also, she said when he says he played the game pissed, he means he's drunk. So he plays drunk.
He's British pissed, as in drunk, not American pissed, as in angry.
She said he's heartbroken over losing a game he loves after 18 years. And they say it's a very close-knit community, probably because there's not many people playing anymore.
There's all 14 people.
Now, if it's that close-knit of a community, I think the company itself would have some sort of thing where they could just be like, "Hey guys, we're not going to maintain the servers anymore, but if you want to do something privately, like here's the code, here's the keys to the kingdom, have fun."
They did that with the Star Wars game, the MMO for Star Wars Galaxies, and they took it offline. And basically, the people playing it have built one from the ground up. I was just reading an article in December about this, and they said it's taken them years to do this. And they're adding new characters and everything else, and they're playing the game. And they said there's anywhere from 2,000 to 4,000 people online at one time playing it, which for a game that doesn't exist anymore is pretty damn good. So. Yeah, I would not be surprised by that either, Matthew, if they do something like that.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Actually, if you watch the YouTube video, he's actually playing. He said he's got like 80 characters that's in the game.
Wow!
And he's got he's got like computers. He's got multiple screens, and he's actually playing several characters at one time while he's talking.
He's going to get banned for botting.
Yeah, to his granddaughter. Right?
Then they found out it was a close-knit community because it was all the same guy.
It's all the same man.
For the last 12 years.
He's been the only one playing. He just had so many characters, they thought there were more people out there.
It's great when he's got Alzheimer's. He really thinks he's 80 people.
Great. What is this?
Oh, it's a horrible
What is this, Split, the new M. Night movie?
Oh, it's a horrible
I got 23 personalities. You guys want to hear a little spoiler on the new movie Split? From M. Night?
Probably not.
Please.
It ties into Unbreakable.
Oh, I might watch it then.
Yeah.
There you
Just
go.
letting you know.
The Kimmy Schmidt one?
Not the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, no.
That would be awesome.
Wait, Unbreakable Split? The Unbreakable Kimmy Split.
No.
There you go.
I'll tell
He'll be
you
in a bunker.
Because everybody said the ending was really good. I was like, well, now I kind of want to see the end, just to hear the ending. And I was like, somebody's got to find it online. It is almost impossible to find the ending online. I finally did. Not the actual video, it's just the people describing it.
Well, it's probably hard to find people who actually seen the movie.
It got good reviews. It hasn't even out yet, though. Let's see. Per IO9, AltSpace VR is a small virtual reality company that wants you to communicate with friends and family as a virtual avatar. Kind of like 3D version of Skype. They just started, this was actually a year ago they started doing it, and it's gaining some buzz. They have now brought Dungeons and Dragons to virtual reality.
Yay!
It started as a rough idea that spawned out of a 48-hour game. Now has the full backing of Wizards of the Coast, Blake's favorite company. Basically,
Not
the engineers
really.
got together and they said it just had to happen. Said Bruce Wooden, AltSpace VR's head of developer relations. He said the idea caught on quickly with testers unwilling to take off their Oculus DK2 headsets for upwards of 5 hours.
Ooh, so Dungeons and Dragons on the Oculus.
Let's see here. Basically, each player is represented by a virtual avatar, and they play on a virtual game mat. One panel is a simple browser so players can quickly reference web resources while they're playing, and a bar above that allows players to access different dice needed to play. So the Dungeon Master, aka Blake, has a few more superpowers like playing scene-setting music or moving tiles for different battle scenarios. So Blake could actually put in different music for it.
Cool.
They say it's the first step, and Wizards of the Coast is given the 20V project access to information and monster art to make the app feel more official. So, would you guys play virtual reality Dungeons and Dragons?
Not in a room with people.
Good call. Hi, Blake, where are you at? I can't see you.
Ouch! You ran into me.
I would if virtual reality players were incredibly affordable.
So, Matthew, you're kind of a tech guy here. Are you excited about any type of virtual reality?
It seems really cool. I'm just waiting for it to drive down to the consumer market instead of like gadget market.
Yeah. Because Sony brought one out for their PlayStation, and they're pushing it, but I don't think anyone cares about it right now. Because I think it's expensive. I think it's $500, I think, for the headset.
Yeah.
I don't think we want another. I mean, we've had virtual reality pushed. I mean, we're all of the age where it started with like Virtual Boy, and like from there, you're just like, okay, how many more times can they bring up virtual reality?
I'm hoping it's just as good as virtual reality in Demolition Man, the movie.
You know, if the graphics are as good as the original Tank arcade game, it's going to sell like hotcakes.
I'm just tired of Samsung's fucking VR commercials. Oh, they put a person in it. They can't see where they're going. I don't fucking care. Sorry.
Oh, look, he's feeling around. And that's what you do with the
Virtual
reality headset.
I have no desire for it. Let's see here.
You know what? I think the best cartoon I saw, a virtual reality headset with a stick figure cartoon, and it's a son. It's a son standing in front of the game, and he's got a virtual reality headset on, and his two hands are up in the air with virtual reality gloves, and his penis is in some kind of tube thing that's connected to the computer. And the dad's walking in, and the door's open. He's like, "Are you winning, son?"
Was he Irish? You can't.
Yeah, it was
Irish
a British
there.
comment.
Okay.
It was a British comic.
Okay.
You know, you got this great virtual reality technology. What's it going to be used for? Virtual porn.
It will be.
Of course.
Actually, they're on the cutting edge of this stuff already, I believe.
They make fucking, like, fake people, like those rubber doll things that interact. It's creepy.
It is creepy. Hey, but you know what? Everything you have on the internet, you can thank the porn industry for, because they developed the shit out of it.
Blu-ray won because of porn. VHS won because of porn. Hello, Hobie listeners. What are you doing next September 22nd through the 24th, 2017? Jason, that's a year away. Well, sure it is. But you know what? It's never too early to plan for the Cincinnati Comic Expo. Last year we had Stan Lee, we had John Barrowman, and even Teddy Sears. Zip. He was fast. That's September 22nd through the 24th at the Duke Energy Convention Center in Cincinnati, Ohio. Check the Cincinnati Comic Expo Facebook page out for all the news, or you can listen to Hobie and we'll be updating it as they release the new guest. Again, Cincinnati Comic Expo, September 22nd through the 24th. Make your plans now.
It's time for Box Office Bombs.
Box office bombs. There are a lot of them this week. Patriots Day made just $12 million in its opening weekend on a budget of $45 million.
Is that a bomb then?
They were expecting more.
Sorry.
Oh, God. Is that the joke we made last week?
Yes.
Okay.
I brought it back.
Issues with the film include Mark Wahlberg playing a fictional character that interjects into every actual real decision made in the film. So he's an amalgam of everybody that did everything.
In theory, I had no desire to see it after that happened.
It's the lowest opening for a Wahlberg movie since The Gambler in 2014.
I forgot he was in The Gambler.
I didn't know what that movie was.
It's about Kenny Rogers.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Surprisingly, Monster Trucks bombed, and it only made $10.5 million in its opening weekend on a $125 million budget. Interesting fact, the film was on the shelf since January of 2014.
That's always a good sign.
Yeah, 3 years later, they brought it out.
Of course.
So Paramount Pictures can try to get some money back. They want to cover at least some of their costs. 31% on Rotten Tomatoes, but somehow a cinema score of A.
I don't know how it got an A. Was this Entertainment Weekly reviewing it?
Possibly.
Matthew, you have a son. Does he want to go see Monster Trucks?
What's Monster Trucks?
It's about these aliens, monster things that go inside a truck like a regular...
So, Transformers?
Similar, but they're cute.
They're kind of hidden in the trucks, but then the trucks do super things. So yeah, like Transformers.
It stars the new MacGyver guy. I guess that should be a no.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't think we're going to watch that.
I can't believe it cost $125 million.
That sounds like a skit.
You would think.
Yeah, it sounds like a fake commercial on Saturday Night Live.
Well, Snakes on a Plane did start off on Saturday Night Live, the movie.
And continuing the bombs, Sleepless made $8.5 million in its opening weekend on a $30 million budget. Stars Jamie Foxx and has an 11% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's the one his son gets kidnapped.
We discussed
Taken 4.
What'd you say, Matthew?
Taken 4.
Yeah.
Taken 4.
No, that's a TV show coming out. Taken
the TV show?
Yeah, it starts premieres in like a month.
Yay.
It's a young Brian Mills, and it's... let's see here. Blake, did you have any desire to see Patriots Day?
No.
Okay, moving on.
The box office report for the week. Number 1, Hidden Figures, made $20 million, a total of $55 on its $25 million budget.
My wife saw that this weekend. Loved it. It's got nothing but great reviews.
It's probably a good movie then. Mm-hmm. Unlike...
Monster Trucks, Independence Day Resurgence,
or Point Break.
Oh, good call.
Number 2 this week.
The original Point Break. The new one's good.
Yeah. La La Land made another $14.5 million, total of $74 million on its $30 million budget, and soon to sweep the Academy Awards. Sing! Ah! Made another $14 million, a total of somehow $233 million on a $75 million budget. Now, wait a minute, $75 million budget. This is an animated movie that they can make for $75 million. Yet the Penguins in Madagascar cost like $150 to make, and they already had all the technology and stuff programmed.
My bigger question is, who the fuck is seeing Sing?
I did.
Did you?
Oh yeah.
And?
I liked it. You guys, you have kids. You like it.
You don't think it should be banned?
Oh no, singing should not be banned. Dancing should be banned.
Is this Footloose? I'm intrigued. Well, now, great, Matthew. Now I gotta think about seeing this. I'm not going to, but I gotta think about it now. Man.
Wait, so you'll see Independence Day 4, but you're not going to watch Sing?
It's a classic, the original.
No, it isn't.
It looked bad, and it was bad.
All right, fourth this week, Rogue One, a Star Wars story, made another $13.8 million, a total of just under $500 million. Domestically, worldwide, it's even more. On a budget of $200 million.
Yeah, quick thing on this one, Star Wars.
Yeah.
My son and I watched The Force Awakens again this weekend. Still awesome. Fuck you, Blake. Let's just say...
It's not awesome.
Yes, it is. My issue is that BB-8 has the map to Mark Hamill, to Luke. And...
The missing section.
Yes. And Kylo Ren is like, this is very important to me. Send one fleet down to go get it. One squad. That's it? You're sending one fucking squad? That's horrible management. Send the whole fucking troops. Like, send all of them if this is so important.
But it's just a droid.
It doesn't matter. It annoyed me that... Don't leave it to chance.
Oh, gee. This is your only problem with the movie, Jason?
Didn't we lose our plans in a droid before? Like, can we not learn from our mistakes?
Oh, yeah, Matthew. Yeah, let's talk about that. Plans in a droid. Didn't we learn about that from before? Oh, yeah, because they ripped the storyline from the original Star Wars. Except this time we're going bigger. We're going to make a death planet.
Matthew, please tell me you loved it.
I loved it.
We need to ban Matt.
I think he's being facetious.
I didn't see it.
I loved it.
It was awesome.
That's right.
I like Force Awakens.
Thank you. It was a good movie.
Yeah, you liked it because it's the same storyline as before.
No, it's a little different.
That's right. It's a Death Star planet.
There's Captain Phasma sitting at our table.
That's
so
right.
Suck it.
I'll make the same mistakes as my Grandpappy. Grandpappy Vader.
I want to see Vader sit on an Alabama porch just drinking some tea. Back in my day, I blew up a planet.
He's got one of those oxygen machines he has to keep pulling over.
He's Saul from the new one, Rogue.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Matthew. You think they would have learned the lesson from the first time, going after a droid with plans.
I hate you all.
On a desert planet.
Exactly. They couldn't even mix that up, for Christ's sake.
It's a great film. It was fun. Loved it.
Whatever.
And then we watched Return of the Jedi.
Anyway, coming in fifth this week was The Bye-Bye Man. It made $13.5 million in its opening week on a budget of $7.4 million.
I'd put 7.4 just because it was a fun little budget. Did you see this one, Matthew?
No, but that's a pretty good pull for a horror movie in the first week.
Again, I thought it was the NSYNC documentary. It was not.
It was not. So you did see it, and
I was quite disappointed. You're waiting for Justin Timberlake to come out. He did not.
Bye.
They did say it was it got good reviews. So they said it got a pretty high score. Entertainment Weekly hated it, but it gave it a B.
Okay.
So, what's upcoming, Jeff?
Upcoming January 20th of 2017. You got XXX: The Return of Xander Cage.
Sucker should go through my colon.
It has.
Fuck that movie. He fucking skis through the jungle on treetops.
Have you seen the first two XXX movies?
I saw the first one, and it was god-awful.
Yeah, well, you expect this one to be any worse or any better?
Stop making this movie!
You know, in Rogue One, or no, Star Wars Force Awakens, they made a planet into a laser cannon.
That's realistic. Can't fucking see.
Of course it is.
Can't ski through a fucking
Laser
jungle.
from a planet that sucks the energy from the sun.
I've seen many things in science books like that. Yeah.
Sure.
You know, dinosaurs were on the Ark. Anyways,
You know,
right.
isn't that kind of like the solar panels? If you get enough solar panels, they'll suck all the energy out of the sun, and the sun will just disappear.
I feel like this is like a Lex Luthor plot from a new Superman movie.
No, that's what the lady in charge of education in North Carolina said when she convinced the state to vote against solar panels.
I feel like that's a pretty good thing.
Yeah.
Is she a cabinet pick?
She probably is.
Yeah, she's actually the
Department of
runner-up
Energy.
to the Department of Energy.
Not to go political, but I do think it's who's the guy? Rick Perry. He's one that wants to get rid of the Department of Energy. Run it. It's fine.
What even makes it funnier is the department he couldn't remember
Yes.
that he wanted to get rid of in the presidential debates.
That one department.
Saturday Night Live did have a funny news on their news this week. They said, you know, it's bad when even the liberals are like, please pick Mitt Romney, please. Down the hall.
It's
Soapbox.
It's all right.
It's all right.
All right. Also opening this week, we got Split.
Oh. Did you know it's unbreakable? I'm sorry for ruining it.
I was about to say, have I heard that movie somewhere before?
I'm really sorry. You can send your
Is
complaints
this
to
about a
Blake.
guy that plays 80 characters in Asheron's Call?
You can send your complaints to Jason at Graphic Novice.
And also the resurrection of Gavin Stone.
It's a WWE entertainment film.
Oh, who's in it?
I don't know, but I'll check.
Is it like going to be like another?
Is he supposed to be a Jesus figure?
Well, let's see. Kane already had one. John Cena had a couple of movies.
Maybe it's about rugged Ronnie Garvin with his hands of stone. Or Gavin Stone, maybe Ricky Walters. I don't know, the Ricky Walters story. Let's see what we got
Yeah, no
here.
one even gets that joke.
No, never mind. Brett Dalton is a washed former child star forced to do community service at a local mega church. He pretends to be a Christian so he can land the part of Jesus in their passion play. Only to discover that the most important role of his life is far from Hollywood. This was a WWE movie. I don't think it was.
Yeah, this sounds
picked
more
the
like
wrong
that
one,
Kevin
Jason.
Sorbo movie you made us try to watch.
Oh, it is. Shawn Michaels is in it. Oh, Brett Dalton. He's the bad guy of,
from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
yeah.
I thought you meant it was the character's name as the actor.
Neil Flynn is in it. The janitor from Scrubs.
Oh, okay.
And in the middle, DB Sweeney's in it.
D.B. Sweeney.
Matthew, can you get DB Sweeney on your show?
I will try.
You've got Jonathan Lipnicki. I want you to get DB Sweeney.
I will punch DB Sweeney in the throat. There, that should get him on.
I liked him in 8 Men Out.
I'm intrigued by this now. It's got Shawn Michaels. He's never done anything bad.
Oh, good man.
Good times.
All right, buy or sell.
This is where we buy and sell the stock. Not the actual people, the stock.
Well, if you had stock in Carrie Ann Moss, would you buy or sell about now?
Go ahead, Matthew.
I'd sell her. That's an old stock. She's fully matured.
Well, we've never made that joke before.
Yeah. With financial advice like that, I'm following suit.
I'm selling. Jeff?
I'm probably selling too, even though she's going to be, she's in the Jessica Jones and Marvel Netflix shows.
Defenders.
But it's probably time to sell. Hopefully you recoup some of your investment if you invested at the height of the Matrix.
No one ever recouped from the Matrix. What we got next?
Jamie Foxx.
So, Matthew?
I'm already as low as I can go on it. You don't sell when you're low. I'm going to hold on for a little bit.
You're
Hopefully
hoping for
there's a Ray 2.
You're hoping for him to be Electro in the next Spider-Man, huh?
Or Ray 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
I'm waiting for the Horrible Bosses 3.
Oh yeah, he was in those.
Oh jeez. I think I would probably buy some Jamie Foxx stock right now. Problem is, it's gotta. I just don't want him to do any more music.
I like Jamie Foxx, just has music.
Well, no, everything he does is auto-tuned. I mean, like, they make a big deal that, Jamie Foxx is doing all these great songs, and he's, like, the worst at using auto-tune.
Kanye West
Worse
would
than
like
Kanye?
would like to dispute that.
Kanye will probably do more auto-tune in his next just to try to take the crown from Jamie Foxx.
Did you see that? It's a bad sign when he says, "Oh yeah, Trump. They want me to perform at the inauguration. I'll do it." And his Trump's people said, "No, he didn't. He's a friend, but we don't want him to perform."
Well, you mean the one person who said they would perform is the one that they say no to?
No, the B Street Band, the cover band for Bruce Springsteen said no, they weren't doing it anymore.
No.
Yeah.
The B Street Band, the cover band for the E Street Band.
Yeah.
And they
What do you think it'd be the F Street Band because they're after the E Street Band?
Well, they're B
don't they know
Streets
anything
because they're
about
on the
alphabetical
B-side.
orders?
They're making a reference to being the B side
Oh,
of an
they're
album.
B side of the E's.
The
Yes.
B sharps.
They're the B side of the EP.
Well, the worst part is that the keyboardist is also their public relations guy. I listened to this on CNN today.
And that starts to
That
explain everything.
fake network, the fake news.
The Clinton News Network.
The journalist asked 2 questions and couldn't do any follow-ups because the guy just talked literally for 10 minutes straight about how they do a lot for charity, and charity's donating to like good causes. Well, you just described charity. Thank you.
You can find charity for us. I wasn't going to ask you to do that.
But yes, so they're not doing it.
All right, buy or sell, Marky Mark.
Matthew?
I'm gonna buy. I'm waiting for the other guys too.
All right.
I'm going to buy as well because weren't the Backstreet Boys getting together again? And if Donnie Wahlberg is getting the Backstreet Boys together again
That'd be the New Kids on the Block.
for a Cougar, or New Kids on the Block for a Cougar reunion tour, I think Marky Mark's going to come back with the Funky Bunch. And they're going to showcase together.
Now, yeah, he can continue doing music, unlike Jamie Foxx. So
Yeah.
Good vibrations.
come on, feel it, feel it,
Good vibrations.
feel the vibration.
Feel it.
Yeah.
Good vibrations. Matthew, that was your call. Nope. Okay. That was your point, Matthew. You're supposed to sing. Anyway,
I think he hung up on you after you were singing.
okay. I'll buy Mark Wahlberg. He has good abs.
He does.
And he found a transformer.
I think Mark Wahlberg might be past his prime.
Okay.
I think I might be selling him right now.
I'm excited about The Gambler, too. So,
There you
really
go.
hoping for that. Okay. What do we got next, Jeff?
Top 5 list.
Woo! Top 5! And this is inspired by you, Matthew. You picked the top 5.
Yes.
You know, this was the hardest top 5 list to make in the 100 and however many 59 episodes we've done.
You know what? I've basically have now just outsourced our top 5 to whoever the guest is.
Oh, that's fine.
Next week they're doing the same thing. We're doing the same thing, and I feel like that's a good way because
We're doing 5 favorite films 1991 again?
No, we're doing top 5 fantasy films from the 1980s.
Oh, wait, hold on. If we're
From the 1980s?
Yes.
If we're farming this shit out, we're going to be due to tariffs from Supreme Overlord Trump.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
All right. Let's check it. I think, honestly, that Matthew's setting us up so that 5 favorite films, specifically from 1991, just so he can say Point Break is his number 1.
I'll wait till I get to my number 5. Anyways, I'm going to steal it. Anyways, let's see here. We're doing top 5 favorite films from 1991. Not 1995 that I accidentally sent out on Twitter today.
Did you really?
To which Matthew replied that he needed a new list. 1991, people. So, Matthew, you go first. What's your number 5?
My number 5 is Hook.
Whoa, hold on a sec.
You there?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
That's
There we
better.
go.
Now we can hear you.
There we go.
We
Start
lost you
over
a second
again.
there, so go ahead.
My number 5 is Hook.
Oh, I like Hook. I like it.
I feel about Hook the same way Big Dev feels about Gotham.
Matthew, I almost put Hook on my top 5, but I've known from experience I did not want to take shit from Jeff and Blake. So I kept it off as an honorable mention.
You know, if there was a vehicle that could put Dustin Hoffman and Robin Williams together, it's not this.
They deserve better. I loved Hook. Better. I really like Hook.
I didn't like it.
I'm with you, Matthew.
But that's
Matthew,
okay. We're a free speech podcast.
We'll let Matthew give his reasons.
That's all right, Matthew.
It.
All right, thanks, Matthew. Number 5. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead, Matthew.
No, I think it was really awesome because.
All right, thank you very much. He said it was awesome. All right, Jeff. What? No, okay, no, Matthew, go ahead, please. Finish your thought.
It was kind of inventive in the way, and they let Robin Williams play around with the character a lot, and how he wasn't, totally remembering it. And then
are you not confusing this with Good Morning Vietnam?
They shot colored mashed potatoes at each other, and all of a sudden he remembered everything.
Well, mashed potatoes do solve everything. Mashed potatoes. Matthew, I agree with you. I actually like Hook a lot. I think it might be a little too long. They could have cut a little bit, but I did enjoy it.
I found the shooting of mashed potatoes kind of weird, sexually alluding. I'm not really comfortable with that scene.
Down the hall. Vixen Podcast.
Okay.
My number 5 is just because it did a lot for the genre at the time, and I do enjoy it. Terminator 2. Judgment Day.
1991 was full of 2s. Did you notice that when perusing the list?
I did.
Full of sequels that just sucked. You had shitty Beastmaster 2. You had shitty Highlander 2. I mean, you just keep on going on.
Maybe these are on top 5. Maybe you should wait till the end.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to ruin Matthew's number 1 pick. Beastmaster 2.
Well, the quickening's out.
That was Mark Singer.
Whatever.
Mark Singer.
What's your number 5, Blake?
I don't know. I've been ripping on everybody else's. Now you get to rip on mine.
Yeah, come on, asshole.
I hope he's my number 5. It's a tie.
Of course you did.
Movies that contain 2 of my favorite comedians, L.A. Story and What About Bob?
I didn't know What About Bob was 91. Son of a bitches.
You didn't Google a list of movies from
I did. I missed What About Bob, I guess.
Oh, you didn't go all the way down to the W's.
Dude, I perused like 450 movies for this.
I did about 200. I guess I missed some. Wikipedia fucked me over.
Never realized
Bob.
Wiki is not an encyclopedia. Wiki is not a citable source.
It's 99% accurate.
80% of stats are made up on the spot.
It's 99% accurate 80% of the time.
What About Bob is a classic film. Good job, Jeff.
It is.
What's your other one? L.A. Story?
L.A. Story,
It's about one of my least favorite.
I love the scene where Steve Martin's driving down the highway and they're doing road rage and shots and he's just talking. He's got to open up his glove compartment and he's like waving his gun around, just randomly shooting and then putting it back in.
Okay, Jeff, what's your number 5?
All right, thank you.
My number 5 is Coming to America.
That was 91?
I didn't know that was 91 either.
I didn't think that was 91.
Well, it wasn't, but there wasn't the 5 good movies that I saw from 91. So I didn't Hobie anything because I was only able to find 4 movies to put on my list.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm the one that's supposed to be doing whatever the hell I want in these lists.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Who gave you creative license?
What's your number 4, Jeff? Marvel's Avengers?
We do snake drafts in the top 5s, but not in drafts.
My number 5 is...
No, number 4.
My number 4 is Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country.
From what year?
From 1991.
You're really reaching
That's
low.
bullshit. Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
Star Trek 6?
ST6. It was 1991. I
want verification of these movies.
Matthew, you started a fight.
When did you think Star Trek 6 was?
Star Trek 6 did come out in 91.
Thanks, Matthew.
Blake, what's your number 4?
My number 4. Everybody loves a good kooky loony conspiracy theory.
1991.
JFK.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Seinfeld did it better.
That wasn't even the best Oliver Stone movie from 1991.
What's the other one?
The the other one that didn't make my list.
From 1995?
No, what the hell was the other Oliver Stone movie?
I like JFK. It was goofy. It's serious. It's good conspiracy theory lunatic stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I like
And who doesn't like a good conspiracy theory?
I like the sequel, RFK.
Me,
RFK.
I don't like a good conspiracy theory.
I do. I love good conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
My number 4. And Matthew, if you get any of these knocked off your list, just let us know. Especially Beastmaster. Number 4 is The Rocketeer.
I knew that was on your list.
I love The Rocketeer. Love it.
Not on my list.
No one asked you. Matthew, what's your number 4?
My number 4, I don't know which way to go with this. I'm definitely thinking of Hobieing number 4.
Do it.
Do it.
I'm going to Hobie number 4 with Cool as Ice.
Oh, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2? Secret of the Ooze?
And Hudson Hawk.
Oh.
Hudson Hawk.
Hudson Hawk.
I thought he was going
Is that the only Bruce Willis movie out that year?
No, I think the other Bruce Willis movie was Mortal Thoughts or whatever with Demi Moore. I think I saw that was on the list too.
Matthew, I don't think I'm ever going to watch Sing Now. You've lowered my opinion of your movies.
Oh, by the way, The Doors. The Doors is the other movie from Oliver Stone that year.
So that was your number 4. Matthew, what's your number 3?
My number 3, it's one I watched a real long time ago. I kind of liked it. Mm-hmm. Even though it's a lady movie, it's Fried Green Tomatoes.
Yeah. The last time you saw that was 16 years ago? In 1991?
Yeah, it was when I was playing Asheron's Doll.
26 years ago?
Or whatever. Does it look like I do math in the show?
Hobie, we can't count. Is that the one with my colors are Blanche and Blanche or whatever it is?
No, and no.
Was it about grumpy old ladies and southern fried tomatoes?
And they cook somebody, and then they eat them.
Really?
That's what I thought. It's a Halloween movie.
Did I miss Fried Green Tomatoes?
I don't know.
Well, that was the story. And then this girl, she cuts a girl off and she goes, "Watch where you going, old lady," or some bullshit. I love that movie.
I'm intrigued by this cannibal aspect of it. I kind of want to see it now.
No, that was part of the story.
I'm going with it.
You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it.
I'm going. Whose turn is it? Blake? My turn. My number 3. It's because I've watched this many times, and I know you guys are going to fucking give me hell. City Slickers. Love City Slickers.
Yeah.
The original.
Yeah.
It's about finding yourself when you're middle-aged, having fun.
I'm a little surprised. You only had you only had 1 so far. The 3 you gave of the movies I said Jason will definitely have.
Oh, I'm not there yet. Matthew, back me up on City Slickers. Great film.
City Slickers is all right, but I don't think my word has anything to do for it.
Yeah, really. You just insulted his word, and then
you're back on the list. Blake, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is yes. I was going to surprise Jeff with saying, "Ha! The other Oliver Stone movie was The Doors," but no. You had to go ahead and interject it and ruin it for me. See, I had it written down. Look.
You do have The Doors written down. I'm sorry for ruining it for you.
That's right. Oliver Stone's, I think Val Kilmer's performance in that movie was spot on. Jim Morrison.
Is that with Gwyneth Paltrow?
No.
That was Sliding Doors.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, Sliding Doors.
Don't get those confused. No, I'll put it this way. I saw The Doors in theaters, and I loved it. And then it came out on video, and I watched it, and I thought, what is this piece of crap I'm watching? I thought I liked this movie.
Okay.
So,
Have you seen The Doors since 1991?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just asking.
That's right, and I like it. You know, Oliver Stone does his goofy Oliver Stone stuff.
Yeah, I think it was Oliver Stoney.
As a crazy, wigged out director that he's become, you know, he still makes some good stuff.
Okay.
And this was the downfall afterwards, but, you know, hey, it's good.
You go with that.
Yeah,
Jeff, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is Dead Again.
Oh, yeah.
Kenneth Branagh, Emma Thompson movie.
Which one was that?
The one where there's...
Oh, they had Kenneth Branagh in it?
Kenneth Branagh, yeah.
Oh, and Emma Thompson?
Yeah, Kenneth Branagh
okay.
directed it.
Yeah, okay, I got it. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
It's the one where there was the guy's investigating a crime that's happening now and one that happened in the past, and then they think that there's reincarnation going on. It's better than I'm explaining.
I remember this movie for serious. Yeah, I liked it. Yeah, good job.
Yeah. I mean, it's number 3, and
Blake approved at number 3,
and I'm not all that excited about it.
There you go.
That shows you how I feel about 1991 so far.
Hey, you know what? Young Emma Thompson.
Well,
there you go, buddy.
Yeah. What's your number 2?
My number 2 was the Academy Award winner of the year, Silence of the Lambs.
That was my number 2 as well.
All right, so we're number 2.
We're number 2s.
Matthew, was that on your list?
We're number 2.
I feel like I'm blaspheming right now. I've never seen The Silence of the Lambs.
I would recommend seeing it.
I don't think. You know what? I don't think I've seen the whole thing. So I'll agree with you, Matthew.
It puts the lotion in the basket.
And now I just don't care because I saw Hannibal, or whichever one with Ray Liotta.
No, you don't want to see that. That movie was stupid.
And it ruined it for me. Ruined it for me.
It did. No, seriously. Silence of the Lambs, good movie. You should check it out.
Let's see. My number 2, probably,
especially Jodie Foster, in her ambiguous sexuality.
My number 2 is Jeff's favorite movie of the year, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
I knew that was going to be on your list.
This was the year that had 2 Robin Hood movies.
Men in Tights.
No, I had Robin Hood and it had Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Remember?
No.
They had the competing Robin Hoods in the same damn year because you got those idiot. Jag-off executives say, "Oh, so-and-so's coming out with the Robin Hood movie. We gotta come out with our Robin Hood movie too."
Was the other one like a TV miniseries? Because I don't remember.
John Irvin directed it. It's a
Prince of Thieves.
Patrick Bergen.
Yeah, I think that was a TV miniseries.
Come from Sir Miles.
It does made for TV movie, maybe.
It's a movie.
Well, made for TV. It didn't get a theatrical release.
It's a movie.
Without a theatrical release, it's not a movie. Television.
Movie.
Made for television.
Movie.
And you know what? Kevin Costner does his best British impression.
Well, yeah, I finally get why you think it's a good movie, because you think that's a good British impersonation.
Well, I just want to watch it one blood. Mara. Go ahead, Matthew.
Did you turn that character into a golf pro?
That was Tin Cup, no.
Tin Cup.
Matthew, what's your number 2?
Instead of shooting arrows, he's shooting golf balls.
My number 2 had to be the highest grossing movie of the year. Mm-hmm. The movie that rejuvenated the animation genre, Beauty and the Beast.
That's my number 1.
I knew that was going to be Jeff's.
But I thought Terminator 2 outgrossed it.
Ooh, we have controversy.
It says here Beauty and the Beast did 218 and Terminator 2 did 204.
Oh, the list I looked at lied to me.
Matthew, you just burned him. Nice job. Well done.
Burn.
Fake news, though. It's fake news.
Okay.
Well, you got it from CNN.
Well, one was probably domestic, the other worldwide. That's probably what it was.
Maybe you're just wrong, Jeff.
I swear the thing I saw said...
we need to ban fake news.
Matthew, what is...
Beauty and the Beast was my number 1.
Matthew, what's your number 1?
My number 1... let me look down here real quick.
I know it's coming. Say it.
I'm gonna have to say The Addams Family.
No Point Break?
Bullshit.
No, there's a point to this.
Uh-huh.
Point Break is my honorable mention. I love Point Break, but it's not my favorite movie from 1991.
There were 6 he liked better, including Cola's Ice.
No, I like watching Point Break. It's a movie I can watch over and over, but it's just a fun movie. It's not the best movie.
Doesn't have
I
substance.
think from 91.
Okay, I get it.
The sequel does.
I thought the remake.
It's not a sequel. That's a reboot.
The remake has the substance. The first one was missing.
You know what? Addams Family was it was close. I did enjoy Addams Family back in the day. I have not seen it in years, so I don't know if it would age well. I don't know.
It doesn't. It doesn't. Just leave it where it is.
I did like the second one when she went to the happy camp Wednesday did, and they made her watch Disney movies. That was kind of funny.
And then she burnt the whole stage down.
She burned it down.
Aha! Here we go.
Jeff, did you really have to try to be right?
Well,
he's our guest. Shut the fuck up.
Worldwide grosses, T2, then Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, then Beauty and the Beast.
For worldwide.
Worldwide, yes.
Okay.
Just
Domestic, it was Beauty and the Beast.
We've seen what happens when you let worldwide people pick Golden Globe winners. Okay?
Then Hook, then Silence of the Lambs, then JFK, then The Addams Family. Those were all on lists.
Yes, they are on a list. My number 1 is Father of the Bride.
God, seriously?
I will watch that movie every time it's on TV.
It's a awful movie.
You know what, Jeff? You didn't even have 5. Shut the fuck up.
There weren't 5 good ones that I saw. I would have made a better list of 5 movies that I should watch that I heard were good from 91 that are probably better than most of the ones that I did see from 91.
I hate you.
I would probably enjoy that movie better if his daughter didn't look like an ex-girlfriend I had in college.
Mm-hmm.
I would enjoy the movie better if it was well written, well acted, well directed, and not a terrible.
Oh, well, you know, it is after all a remake. Oh, Jinx, buy me a coat.
That was the worst awkward fist bump I've ever seen. Which that was
I've seen worse. I've been part of worse.
I like the original. I've seen the original because I saw the first, Steve Martin one. I loved it, so I did see the first one. I still say the Steve Martin one is good. I feel like this is going to be your life in about 5-10 years when your daughters get married. You're going to do it at your house, right?
Hell no.
Yeah, just have it. $100 a plate.
No.
Well, fuck you all.
I have nothing to do with it at all. I'm just going to show up.
Okay. Father of the Bride. Great film. Go see it. Second one is just as good. Blake, what's your number 1?
Yeah, the second one. Isn't that when his wife and...
was pregnant. It was a reach. It was not good.
That was horrible.
Yeah, it was not good.
Anyways, no, my number 1, I actually enjoyed it an awful lot. I think it probably, it put Cuba Gooding Jr. on the map. It's Boys in the Hood.
Okay. I'll suck your dick. Is that the one?
No.
That was Menace to Society.
Oh, I thought you meant Boat Trip.
No, I like Boys in the Hood.
It was a good movie.
Plot, good story.
No,
tear jerker.
Ice Cube.
Yeah.
And it started that
Lawrence Fishburne.
inner city crime movies that it gave a new light to it, and it was actually the first of many. Because then you had Menace to Society. You had was the one with Wesley Snipes. I can't think of it. There was a couple different ones.
New Jack City.
New Jack City. Thank you. So good.
That
call.
came out this year.
What's that?
New Jack City came out in 91. It was on the list.
I missed that with What About Bob? And Star Trek 6. Jeff, what was your number 1?
Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, okay. That was no surprise. I saw that one coming. As
Yeah,
soon
you
as I
knew
saw
that
the
was coming.
cartoon.
Yeah, that's right. He announced it when Matt stole it.
Yes.
It went on the board.
It was on the board. Good job, Matthew. You're on the official board.
You know, a movie that could be relevant to today came out in 1991. Another John Cusack film with James Spader as True Colors.
True Colors.
Yeah, about his buddy that goes to D.C., sells his soul. You know how it works.
I never saw it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, why was I thinking True Colors was that Sean Penn movie then?
I don't know.
Because that's the gangster
Same
movie.
title?
Probably the same title.
Oh, maybe that's why when I saw True Colors, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I thought it was Cyndi Lauper.
Ah.
No.
Shining through.
Or you like the Phil Collins version better.
I do love Phil Collins. Matthew, where can we find you at?
You can find me on Twitter at PassersbyPod, Facebook, Instagram, all the same thing. PassersbyPodcast.com. I also have another show that I don't even know what it is. It just happens. It's called Mad Wanderer. You can find it at Mad Wanderer Pod on Twitter and all the other places.
Well, I couldn't find Mad Wanderer on Twitter because Hobie banned you.
Yeah.
No, he did. He sent me a private message like, I think you banned me. I was like, I didn't know I banned you. Why did I ban you? So I do apologize for that, Matthew.
I was so sad.
Like, I don't think I banned many people.
Or go to the Battle Creek, Michigan Inquirer webpage. And look in the comments section, and you'll find Matthew.
I'll be banning things.
Matthew, if you would like, you should come down for the Comic Expo. Many people are coming down. Just saying.
Let me guess, it's September 21st through the 23rd?
22nd through the 24th. Anyways.
Not too bad considering I've heard it every week.
You're wrong!
Obviously, my voice was not pleasant enough to get into everybody's mind. No, Matthew, thank you for coming on. We appreciate it. It's been a long time coming.
Thank you, guys.
I'm sorry if, you don't want to ever come back now.
I'll be back next week.
On the show. And thank you. I do your Passerby's podcast website. That's actually where I listen to all of them from. And it's nice because you have all of them lined up and nice website. So
nice and well organized, professional sound, and a big fucking microphone. Remember, it's the size of the microphone that counts.
Yes.
It's just a normal microphone, guys.
Or is your face really small?
I have a tiny face.
But
I have a baby's face.
Just the angle of the perspective, that's all.
Oh, that's what it is. Perspective.
Do you have a bad idea this week, Matthew?
Bad idea number 634.
Okay.
Not researching the top 5 before you be a guest.
Are you Jeff?
I researched my top 5. Draft day is another question.
No, I didn't do that either. But yes, thank you, Matthew. And Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
From Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history of not so bad. There's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. The history of bad ideas. Podcast.
Corrections.
Corrections. Don't we have his theme music to play?
Yeah.
We'll put that in post.
We'll get it.
All right.
Mark it down.
Mark it down. The time. If it was ticking, you could write it down.
Right there, see, right there. Time, right there.
It's a green light.
Above the green light.
Okay. Anyways,